Okay, we're back now. He had a good little break. I came back and he seemed super relaxed. So I think now I'm going to work on touching the other side of his face that I haven't really worked on yet, and then work on seeing if I can get both of his eyes on me, get him to face up. Good boy. You like the camera, huh? He's so funny. He likes this corner a lot. Oh, Bubba. Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. See how he tenses up so much when I first make contact? That's kind of him thinking, oh, this is gonna hurt me. And then he settles in once he realizes it doesn't hurt. Now he's gotta realize from the get-go that it's not gonna be so bad. Good boy. All right, there we go. I'm on his cheek now. Good boy. I'll just wait here till he kind of gives to this. Good boy. I might turn this camera. Let's see if I can sneak over here and turn this camera. Oh, come on. Good. There we go. Now y'all can see more of his face. Good boy. Well, not really. I tried though. Y'all know I tried. But yeah, he's being a little bit evasive. Good boy. There, he came back into it. That's a good boy. You're okay, honey. See how nervous he is. He'll get over that eventually. I still love him. He's gonna be a good boy. I think he'll get over this pretty quickly. He just thinks I'm gonna hurt him. That's all. Good boy. You're so sweet though. Yes, you are. Let's see, can I pull this dreadlock out? Kind of tough. Maybe I need to get some conditioner or something in this, some detangler, before I try and pull this one out. So when he moves out like that, I just try and switch directions as quickly as possible. Get his face back on me. Get back on the side he was spooked about. Get back to him as soon as possible. Good boy. That way he doesn't really get rewarded for spinning out like that. Good boy. You're okay, honey. Let's see how far up his face I can work my hand. You're okay. Good boy. You're so brave. You are. I can't wait to brush out this mane. Give it some shampoo. Bring it back to life. Good boy. There we go. I think that's the first time I've touched this cheek. Can't really remember. I should have a better memory to be a horse trainer. Good boy. Good boy. It's actually really good. Well, it was really good. Easy. You really like to hang out by the camera, don't you, dude? Good boy. Good boy. You're okay. Good boy. You're okay. That's good. That's a good boy. Can you settle a little bit? Oops, that was my bad. Let's see if I can get him to relax a little more before we push it. Good boy. Hey, easy. Yeah, there's just a lot of dead hair still hanging out in these dreadlocks. You're so scared, buddy. He's doing really good though. He's trying really hard. Can't blame him for not wanting to be touched. It's okay, Bubba. It's all gonna be okay. It's starting to rain a little bit. I might have to put the camera away. Oh boy. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting some of this dead hair to just fall out. It's okay, honey. I'm not out to get you. Going? Huh? There we go. Can you see it? Got one clump down. Can't wait to get to the ones on his belly. Easy, Bubba. Oh boy, I thought I had you nice and relaxed. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of this with my hand, and then I think we're gonna move on to facing up. Good boy. Let's see. Good boy. Good boy. You're okay. Good boy. So we're gonna start to venture into new areas and go back to the safe ones. Good boy. Good boy. Just as much as I think he can handle. Good boy. All right. Yeah, good buddy. Okay, I've got a wider angle now because we're gonna be using more of the pen instead of trying to focus him in one certain area. And basically what I'm gonna be doing is rewarding when his two eyes come on me. At first, that's just all I'm gonna get is when his two eyes come on me. As we move on, I'm gonna focus on getting his two eyes on me and his feet standing still, and then work from there. Good boy. There we go. Alright, that's actually really good. So this time. So if he wants to turn back into the fence, I'm going to apply more pressure on the hip. So if he realizes that I want him, good, put both eyes on me. Almost. Man, these flies are biting. Almost. Yeah, I'm just having a little hard time getting him to, good, that's better, almost. Unlock that other eye for me. He can do it going the other way. This way's a bit of a fight. He doesn't want to put his right eye on me going this way. So I just keep the pressure on, play around. Almost. Good, almost. Yeah, I just had to send him around a little bit. Good, good. Yes, that's what I want to see. His feet haven't come towards me yet, but that's okay, that'll come. Right now, like I said, just 2 eyes is what I'm looking for. So I'll just gently push him the other direction. Good, and let him walk out of that turn. Good, nice and relaxed. Yeah, so he was traveling with his nose bent to the outside because he really didn't want to switch into me, put that other eye on me. That's kind of just his defensiveness. He's defending one side of his body. Good boy. Yeah, like I said, this side's no problem. He's fine with that. And usually, that's pretty common. Horses are pretty one-sided. Good, yeah. So what I had to do was just, good boy, that's perfect. Was just let him know that it wasn't gonna work. Him trying to switch to the outside on me in an effort to avoid me wasn't gonna work. So I had to pick the energy way up. Now I get to bring it way back down again. Good. Sometimes you just have to push a little bit till you get the right answer. But it's important not to be pushing all the time. Once they're doing something better, something you like, you can take the energy way down. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. I'm doing all my turns against this fence, because that's the best spot for y'all to see. Let's see, we'll do it on the back fence now. Good boy. That's very good. Yeah. A few more, and then we'll move on to something else. Alright, so now what I'm going to start to do is get him to face up to this whip. That was really good. So I want him to be engaged and reach out to this whip himself. And if he moves, we haven't worked on this yet. If he moves, it'll follow his face, and I'll see if I can get him to face up to it again by getting him to turn into it. Good. So let's see. Let me get him out of this corner. Good. Good boy. Get him to face up to me. Reach out. Good. See if I can get him at least to soften in the direction of this whip. Good boy. See how he came back to it there? Good boy. Let me put him in a different spot. Good boy. People always message me saying, help, I just got a Mustang and I can't touch them. They just run around, I can't touch them. Well, touching should be the first thing you work on. Good boy. Like you'll never be able to touch your horse if you can't get them to put both eyes on you. Or you can't get them to turn into you. Or you can't get them to stand still. So usually the first thing I work on, he's a little different, because I could tell from the beginning that he was going to be pretty head shy. So I worked on touching his shoulders and his neck first and start to build that relationship. But whenever someone messages me and says, oh, help, I can't touch my Mustang, I always ask them, well, have you worked on getting their eyes first? Their eyes to look at you? They kind of are like, what? I'm like, have you worked on getting their feet to stop moving and them to face up to you? And they kind of don't really know what I'm talking about. But it's so much more important to be able to have control over their feet, because if you don't have control over their feet, they're just going to run circles around you all day long and you'll never be able to touch them. Face up. Ah. Good boy. Good boy. So good boy, once I've got him turning into me, even if I can't get him to be curious, right now he's being curious, which is why he's kind of reaching out and touching it himself. If I can't get him to be curious, what I'll usually do, if they don't want to reach out and touch my hand, is I teach them how to turn into me. Good. And then I reach my hand out and I make them turn in front of me so their nose comes towards my hand. I'll do it again here. That way it's kind of like an accident that their nose comes towards my hand and they start to face up. But it's a happy accident because they start to realize, oh, if I want that hand to go away, all I have to do is start to look at it. Good. 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 See, can we get a little nose boot? I want him to reach me, not me to reach him, because he's scared about contact. If I reach out and boot him right now, he's probably going to jump away. But if he does it himself, he might scare himself. Sometimes they do that. But he might just realize it's not so bad. Can you close that gap, buddy? Just reach a little bit closer. Can you close that gap? Good boy. The second he's curious enough to touch that, I'm going to take it away. I'm really glad he's picking this up quickly now. I think day one, we had to work on a few other things first. Because he wouldn't give me his eyes, he didn't want to be curious, he just wanted to, avoid me. But I think we've worked through a lot of that with the work on the fence we've been doing, that now he's a lot more receptive to facing up and being curious. So I'm really happy. I probably should have gotten a little bit more of this done on day one, but that's okay. I'm still getting the hang of his personality. I already feel like I know him pretty well. I always say I don't do anything with a horse until I can kind of predict what they're going to do next. Like if I reach out and touch his foot with the whip right now, I know he's going to freak out, snatch his foot away and start running. So I'm not going to do that. But if I know he's kind of going to not like it, but he's going to stand there and wait a minute, I'd probably do it. So like picking up the feet, for example, if I can't predict what a horse is going to do when I pick up those feet, good boy, I'm not going to pick up the feet. That's why I waited so long to work on picking up Brutus's back feet, because it wasn't until months later that I could kind of predict what he was going to do. And I knew he wasn't going to be perfect at it, but I knew he wasn't going to kick my head off. Same thing with first rides. If I'm sitting up there on a horse, I'm like, I really don't know what you're going to do next. I'm not going to go any further. I'm going to go back and work on some of the baby steps to get to that point until I get a better feel of what their reaction is going to be, until I can judge them a little bit better. But if I am sitting up on a horse for their first ride and I'm like, okay, yeah, they're probably going to spook a little bit, but I know they're not going to buck me off or rear up or do anything stupid crazy. If I kind of know what's going to happen, then I feel comfortable continuing on. It's the things that you don't know that'll get you. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, he's doing really good. So I'm going to get a little bit further with this, get him more comfortable to the point where I can walk up and he doesn't try and veer off, and I can touch his face, and then we'll probably call it a day, because I have classes today, so I won't be able to make it back out in the afternoon. I got up early today so I could feel like I had plenty of time with this boy. I am really happy with all he's done today. Good. I think we're in a much better place now. I would have liked to have him haltered by now, but that's just not his reality, so that's okay. Come on. Show me you can be brave. Good boy. I know you can. This is much better. Maybe I'll be able to get in closer. Get him to change directions into my hand. Good. Almost. He doesn't want to do it. Let's go forwards again. Change. Good. You're so scaredy. Change. Good. Like I said, that's kind of like a happy accident. Their nose comes across and they're not doing it because they're trying to reach out to my hand, but it happens anyways. So then I can reward for them coming close to my hand by bringing it away. Then they start to realize coming close to my hand isn't so bad. Good, just like that. Good. As long as he's backing up, I'm going to move forwards. When he starts to stand in one spot, good. I'll take it away. Good, that was a good reaction. He kind of stopped halfway in that turn because he realized, oh, if I face up to this hand, it's going to go away. Come on. Good, just like that. Good boy. You want to reach out and touch it? I know you do. See, here I am with this left hand here, directing his head and shoulders back. Good, in the direction of my hand. Well, he overshot it that time, but that's okay. Now I'm bringing my whip over to the right side. Y'all can't really see. Good boy. That's good though. That's a good boy. Yeah. Come on, let's walk you over here. Good boy. See, right now I'm teaching him to lead. You want to lead up my shoulder? No, he wants to go ahead of me. Good boy. So that's the kind of pressure I use when teaching to lead. I face forwards. My right hand comes back. Directs their hip where I want it to go. Good boy. And he's pretty good at following pressure. I don't think he's going to be one to get sticky or stubborn. Good boy. Which is what I really like about him. Good boy. I think obstacles are going to go really well with him. I think maneuvers like side passes and spins are going to go really well with him. Good boy. Good boy. See how every time he kind of regards my hand and kind of starts to think about it, take that pressure off. Good boy. You gonna give it a boop? Good boy. You just like to play hard to get. Good boy. See here what I'm doing with my left hand behind me here? Good boy. Good, that's very good. I'm directing those shoulders over so that his head and face come closer to my hand. And I'll do it again. Good boy. Good boy. Starting to realize it's not such a bad thing to close the gap there. See, here comes my right hand to push his shoulders over back towards my hand. Good boy. Yeah, it's okay. He wants to. I think if he reaches out and touches it without freaking out, That'll be where we end today. He started to soften his expression a little bit, which is really good. Oh, I know. Boy, he just does not want to make contact. That's okay. He's gotten a lot braver. Good boy. Good boy. Let's put you out of this corner. I don't like putting you in a corner. He likes to put himself in a corner, though. See, look, he's headed to the other one. It's like, these are where I feel safe. I don't know why. Liked that one. I think he did too. Oh, you want to touch it? It's not gonna bite you. I promise. He's starting to get more curious. I like that. Almost. Oh, you're so close, buddy. Here, can you move your shoulders back over here? Says I can move your weight up. Put yourself in another corner. So silly. Oh, he wants to so badly. So badly. He's just not quite brave enough yet. You'll get there. I'm not going to stop until you do. That's how you earn your rest. You gotta earn it. Come on, Bubba. Good. That was closer. Good boy. You want to be my friend? Nope. Good boy. Oh. Almost. Oh, you're so close. Such a stinker. Oh, you were like half an inch away. Honey. There it is. There it is. Good boy. Well, I don't like that he walked away after, but he made contact. I'll see if I can get him to do it one more time without feeling the need to leave. I mean, that wasn't a terrible leave, but... Come on now. Almost. We'll release that one. He didn't quite touch. He's getting so much quieter though. Yeah, you are. He's almost earned his break. Easy. Turn back. Huh? I just said you were quiet. Don't make a liar out of me. That's what I'm looking for. Boy. There we go. There, he reached out and touched it himself. So I'm going to be done with this session. I was looking for a spot to stop, and that was it. So he's doing really well. I don't think I'll be able to come back out later today and work with him. I have 2 classes, a quiz, and then I have practice for summer horsemanship in the afternoon, so by the time I get home, it will be dark. I also have to pick up feed today. But I'm really happy with what he learned today. He is showing a lot of promise. He's really starting to get quiet and get comfortable, and I'm really happy that he's seeking out my hand now instead of avoiding all contact. So he's made great progress. Hopefully by the next session, if not, definitely the one after that, we'll be getting a halter on and start to work on leading so that we can get a move on and get to work on saddle training. I said it before that my goal is to get him riding as soon as I possibly can so I can take him out and ride him in as many shows as possible before the makeover rolls around. I think if I can do that, he'll be a really quiet, really easygoing horse that's going to be set up for a really good future. So make sure to follow along with his training. Like I said, I haven't named this guy yet. I've got a couple names in mind, but if you have a suggestion of what he should be called, I'm still open to those, so drop your name suggestions in the comments below and stay tuned for the next video. Make sure to subscribe so that you can follow along with this guy's training, because he's really going to be such a superstar. Anyways, thank you guys. I'll catch you in the next video.